This is a 13 on your side weather update.
Chief Meteorologist George Lessons joins us now with the latest on the storm. George.
Still a very dangerous storm, a lot of rain and still some wind with it. It has just dropped below hurricane strength, but it is going to continue to push into the southeast. A live camera from time to time over at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. That's well south of the storm. But look at that raging surf coming over that dune grass and then going into the buildings earlier this afternoon. Current peak winds around 68 miles per hour earlier this afternoon in Charleston, South Carolina, and up to 55 in Georgetown, which is along the coast, and that is where it made landfall at 2:05 this afternoon. It is weakened considerably, but again, still a lot of wind and rain with winds to 70 miles an hour, occasionally gusting to 85. It's moving north at 15 miles per hour. They're basically just tropical storm warnings now along the Carolina coastline all the way up to Duck, North Carolina, and a few storm surge areas up to 4 feet now. That's down from earlier because most of the the storm has come inland, so most of the storm surge has already occurred, but still up to a foot of rain all the way up into the western Virginias and West Virginia as that continues to push to the north as a tropical depression. All we will see is a little bit of wind and perhaps some high clouds off to the east over the upcoming weekend. But that storm will be affecting the eastern seaboard. We'll talk about that and the football games in just a few minutes.
Oh my gosh, there's something about this time of year and the sun in the evening that's just stunning.
It's that golden hour, George, and October's going to start so beautifully as well.
It is. We're doing it just in time as we head into October. Yeah, we're going to hang on to this kind of weather, but for how long other than the weekend? 13 weather ball tonight is red. Also a little milder weather ahead on your Saturday. And this view sponsored by Tullymore Golf Resort. Here's your weekend planner. 68 here tomorrow. Winds will still be out of the north. Sunny skies. Also on Sunday, a little bit breezier as those northeast winds pick up just a little bit. It's going to bring in some cooler air from southeast Canada across Lake Huron. So we'll only make 63 here on a Sunday. Football contest. No home games for Michigan or Michigan State. Michigan's at Iowa. Should be a nice sunny day as temperatures climb from the 60s into the 70s out in Iowa. But for Michigan State, they're at Maryland. Yeah, it's going to be rainy the whole game, low 60s, northeast wind. Not a great afternoon for football. Well, at least not ideal. Lots of sunshine today, very few, if any, clouds, and that's the way it's going to stay throughout the weekend. That's what's left of Ian. We're going to see some high clouds on the eastern horizon both Saturday and on Sunday, but no clouds here. And it will stay mild. Eventually, our winds will turn more away from the northeast, but that won't be until after the weekend. You can see Ian coming up with rain into southeast Ohio by daybreak, but it never gets any further north and west as it runs into the dry air. We're seeing a northeast wind all weekend long, but that's going to keep us clear and dry and occasionally cool. Temperatures overnight will be in the 40s and highs will be in the 60s. Long range outlook 68 here tomorrow, as we showed you, 63 then on Sunday, 50s off in the north, and then Monday will still be around 60 plus. It'll be even warmer, though, up in the UP. As we look further ahead, though, we're going to see some colder air come in starting October 6th through the 10th. And we've now slipped into high chances for cooler than average temperatures, but continuing with our dry weather pattern, high chances that it will be dry during that 5-day period. Tonight, clear skies will be down into the mid-40s, ranging from 43 to 47. Clear up north, light winds out of the east, low and mid-40s here. No threat of frost, and similarly here in the greater Grand Rapids area, overnight lows in the mid-40s. 13 on your side forecast. We'll hang on to the sunshine and 60s all the way through next Wednesday as it becomes cloudier. And then we're going to turn sharply colder. You saw that in the forecast. Highs only in the 50s starting Thursday through the following weekend. Day 2 of our much better and much improved weather, and it looks like we're going to extend that streak. Over the weekend, 13 weather ball is red, warmer weather ahead, and this view sponsored by Tullymore Golf Resort. Highs today up into the 60s, mid and upper 60s, warm spot, Kalamazoo and Fremont. You're at 68 here today, and that is our average high for this time of year. And we forecast 65 here in Grand Rapids with our high at 66. 6 days in a row within 3 degrees, and totaling up the last 31 days, we've only had 4 misses. We're going to end up the month of September 0.2 of a degree above average. That's pretty close to average, much drier than average and cloudier than average. That's the way it will wrap up. Lots of sunshine today. Off to the east over the weekend, we're going to start to see some high clouds come on in, but that will have no effect on our temperatures. The winds will. We're going to be in the upper 60s, maybe even 71 over here at Muskegon with those northeast winds coming in out of Canada. A little bit cooler weather on Sunday. A few high clouds off to the east. Highs will be in the low and mid 60s. We'll be in the mid 60s again during the day on Monday. Upper level winds are going to continue to strengthen out of the northwest. So that means we're not going to warm up a whole lot next week. In fact, we've got some really cool weather to start the month of October. I should say for after the first 5 days, it is going to turn out to be rather chilly. But the second half looks warmer. So all the way around, this is the latest 30-day outlook. We have an equal chance for warmer or cooler temperatures. And we have still that high probability for the month of October to be drier than average. You can see why we're going to be in that range. Cool to start, but the second half of October back to warmer temperatures. And for the second half of October, high chances that we will see less rainfall. So tomorrow, lots of sunshine, mid and upper 60s, maybe even 71 in Muskegon, upper 60s Holland, South Haven southward, up north, upper 60s, maybe even 70 here in Fremont, a light north wind. And here in the greater Grand Rapids area, we'll hit the upper 60s to perhaps around 70 down in Kalamazoo. 13 on your side forecast. We'll see temperatures in the 60s right on through the 5th of October, but then sharply cooler only in the 50s starting Thursday and the following weekend.